The 2025 Ducati Streetfighter V2 brings several improvements and some drawbacks over the outgoing model, as Ducati continues to set their sights on a more lightweight, nimble, and Euro-compliant bike, and in some instances at the cost of some of that Italian flair. In this video, we're going to talk about what matters most to those of us who spend more of our lives on two wheels, with most of that on roads and some of it on tracks. Let's do work. Ducati says this new Streetfighter V2 has Panigale soul and Streetfighter insolence. I like it. 1. New engine. One of the most notable changes is the new 890cc V-twin engine, replacing the previous 950cc engine. The new engine produces 120 horsepower at 10,750 RPM, compared to the previous model's much higher 153 horsepower. The new engine also features variable valve timing, resulting in 69 pound-feet of torque at 8,250 RPM, compared to the previous model's 76 pound-feet of torque. While the power has been reduced, the new engine contributes to most of the bike's massive 40-pound weight reduction, making the bike more agile and responsive. Additionally, the engine's non-desmodromic valve system and improved cooling make it more reliable and efficient. The variable valve timing helps optimize performance across various RPMs, providing a smoother power delivery and better fuel efficiency. However, your humble host sees a 7% reduction in displacement, a whopping 22% reduction in horsepower, a 10% reduction in torque for a 9% reduction in weight, and I'd rather see all those numbers reversed. But Ducati has literally never let me down, and I know that when I get on this bike, it's gonna blow my mind, so I have to give them the benefit of the doubt because they've earned it with me over the years every single time. And one key note this engine provides is 70% of that torque at only 3,000 RPM, and that means a lot more everyday fun. It's not really a valid comparison, but on my Streetfighter V4S, at least in stock form before I had it tuned, most of the power was in the upper power band, so having 70% of the torque at only 3,000 RPM sounds like a lot of good times to be had on this motorcycle. 2. Weight reduction. The overall weight reduction is the highest selling point on this motorcycle. The 2025 Streetfighter V2 is 40 pounds lighter than its predecessor. It has a dry weight of 392 pounds for the base model and 386 pounds for the S model. This weight reduction enhances the bike's handling, making it more nimble and easier to maneuver, especially in tight corners and during rapid acceleration. However, the bike was already a featherweight in my humble opinion. Don't get me wrong, my Hyper Motard 698 Mono was a flyweight at just 333 pounds, but I sold that bike with under 400 miles on it. Yeah, it's fun to flick around, but I personally prefer something more substantial, and that's why I traded in my Monster Plus to a Streetfighter V4S and now to a Ducati Diavolo V4. I guess I'm more of a bigger bike guy, but if you do track days or half your time on the twisties, you're gonna love this 40-pound weight reduction on the Streetfighter V2. The S model also comes with a lithium battery to further reduce weight, and you can get a Termignoni exhaust system which cuts off another 10 pounds, basically making this bike an ultra-powerful origami on the street. Wheelbase and handling. The 2025 model features a shorter wheelbase of 55.1 inches compared to the previous model's 57.7 inches. This change enhances the bike's agility and makes it more nimble, particularly in tight corners. The improved handling characteristics should provide a more engaging and flickable riding experience. I mean, at this weight and wheelbase, I think it's safe to say that this thing's gonna melt into corners. 4. Advanced electronics. The V2 comes with all of Ducati's cutting-edge tech like cornering ABS, wheelie control, stability control, and all the nannies you can imagine. And they're even more fine-tuned on this new iteration. The biggest update is the new 5-inch TFT with an optimized user interface conceptually derived from that of the new Panigale V4. Ducati says, and I quote, "The three views, Road, Road Pro, and Track, are designed to allow the rider to focus on riding, highlighting the most relevant information in each context with a logical and comprehensive display. The rider interface has been rationalized, integrating the information as far as possible to reduce the density and improve readability. The rev counter, for example, also serves as the gear shift indicator, turning green when it's appropriate to upshift and turning red when overspeed is reached. I like the direction they went in to simplify the design without sacrificing important information here. 5. Enhanced suspension. The suspension is fully adjustable with Marzocchi fork and Kayaba shock, while the V2S version offers us an Öhlins fork and shock, further honing this bike into a weapon of track destruction. Get it? Instead of weapon of mass destruction? Yeah. 6. Updated design. While maintaining the aggressive naked aesthetic, the new Streetfighter V2 introduces a few subtle design updates. The full LED headlights with beautiful new DRL and streamlined bodywork not only look great, but also improve aerodynamics. The new design includes a redesigned headlight unit, new wheels, and double-sided swing arm. Opinions on the new look are mixed, with some enthusiasts loving the updated aggressive appearance, while others missing the single-sided swing arm of the previous model. I also prefer the single-sided swing arm, but I know Ducati is going for ultimate performance here, so we're just going to have to get used to that nefarious double-sided swing arm. Overall, I like the new design, but for me, riding mostly on the street, I do prefer a bigger bike with more displacement, power, and torque. That's why I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with the next Streetfighter V4. Pricing is reasonable for what you get here, starting at $14,995 for the V2 and $17,995 for the S model. Of course, that's before all the delivery and destination and dealer fees, so just keep that in mind. In fact, I may just be inclined to get a new 2023 model Monster SP and save thousands of dollars, get a great looking, great performance motorcycle, and put the rest of that money in the bank. In fact, I'm going to do a video on that in the near future. So in summary, the 2025 Ducati Streetfighter V2 offers some improvements over the previous model, making it lighter, more agile, and packed with advanced technology. While I'm not happy anytime a bike loses displacement, horsepower, and torque, I mean, let's be candid here, many of us love powerful motorcycles. I do trust Ducati, and I know that these changes will enhance the overall riding experience, whether you're on the road or on the track. And I look forward to doing a ride and review on this bike soon. And if you'd like to see that, please hit the subscribe and notification bell, and always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I'll see you in the next one. I love you guys.